conversation. Now, threats often appear as a smokescreen until someone calls the bluff of the person involved. Now, in the latest twist to the lingering leadership tussle in the Labour Party, the caretaker chairman of the party, Nenadi Usman, has dared factional leader Julius Abure to follow through on his threat to expose Peter Obi, Governor Alex Oti of Abia State, and other chieftains in her camp. Now, Usman dismissed Abure's claims as empty, challenging him to present any evidence he possesses. Okay, Julius Abure says he will expose Labour Party leaders, and when he's done, they will smell like rotten eggs. Yes. I mean, talk to me. What is going on in the Labour Party?
I don't know who. Just to be sure I'm consistent with my take on the Labour Party crisis, I've said that what was lacking is leadership that Peter Obi failed to provide from day one. Because as long as you go out there and you begin to call each other names, trust me, there'll be more blackmails. There'll be more kinds of words. See, this guy that is saying is going to say things. As a political journalist, I know he has a lot to say. I do not call it, maybe it's empty threat. That
you don't say that as a bluff.
No. See, there are nasty things that happened. Because anything that involves money, you need to be extraordinarily transparent about it. Now, what these guys are simply saying, these guys who have been in the party, is that, good, you made our party popular. You made our party have a strong showing at the election. But this is our party. You can't take us away from that party. So what I expect is bring these guys closer. Do you understand? Give unto Caesar what is unto Caesar. This is politics. In politics, it's not winner takes all. You have to give and take. You need to bring them together. That's what I think. You know, saying that you will go ahead without them, you should go to hell and do all kinds of things, it will further balkanize the party. You understand? What I mean is, Labour Party is Labour Party today because of the presidential candidate in 2023. And he should do everything possible to galvanize. As far as 2023 election was concerned, it was Abure that was the chairman. And so this kind of person should be drawn closer. What exactly is the problem? You understand? But using the NLC to fight him, and now coming up with Nenadi Usman, who was in PDP, I don't know when she joined.
But we're still going to talk about that. Okay. But GKB, Nenadi Usman has said, bring all the evidence, call the bluff. Although Kaede said that there could be more. And he said that if he goes ahead to expose, nobody will want to buy them.
Two things. The Labour Party before Peter Obi is one thing. The Labour Party post Peter Obi is another. Like how they said, there is a lacuna that Abure is trying to exploit. It's the fact that the president candidate of the party has been missing in action as far as providing leadership for the party is concerned. It's obvious that the OT faction are trying to take the party. That's what they're trying to do. They have the only governor. Most of their senators have disappeared. And even the senators they have are from the same part of the country. So what they're trying to do basically is create labor in their own image. Abure is not a saint.
Okay.
He to play the role they are playing against him now for their Papa camp. So Labour has always been in crisis. But as a vehicle to gain power, I don't think Obi is handling it very well. Because you may think that you may not need that platform tomorrow.
You remember what the Senate president said? You know, when he said that you can't sort out your own pie and you want to...
the Labour Party is not going anywhere. They are part and parcel of our fabric. They will simply go back to being a minor party. But they are not going to disappear overnight.
Now, according to Abure, the Abure faction, they believe that Nenadi Usman is not even a part of Labour Party. And according
she said she's
to what,
spending her money.
and according to the Supreme Court, Abure's tenure has elapsed. But even if you look at the INEC portal, Abure's name is still there, and in bracket by courts. But do you think Abure is fighting a losing battle here? Is Abure the problem of the Labour Party, or the problem of the Labour Party is even more than Abure?
No, it's deeper.
It's deeper than Abure.
It's deeper. The original members felt isolated. There's a feeling amongst them that the OB team or the OT team, because OT is the highest ranking, that they are trying to hijack the party. And you and I know that the politicians tend to be protective of vehicles that they need to go forward. Neither Abure or Nenadi Usman have a leg to stand on. But like how they said, sometimes you have to look over the weakness and bring everybody under one umbrella. Because ultimately everybody will lose. Both the Abure people, both the OT people.
Just hold that thought. Alaba, thank you so much for calling in. Let's talk. Hello, Alaba, are you still with us?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Let's talk.
Yes, can you hear me? Should I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
Yeah, good evening to you guys. GKB, I salute you especially. I think I want to align my thoughts with all of you in the studio. All the blame of what is going on in the Labour Party today should go the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, His Excellency Peter Obi, should be blamed over what is going on. That is why some of us could not trust him in handing over Nigeria to him. The person cannot manage the crisis that is happening in his own room. He's not telling us, I want to manage the crisis that is going on the street. So, no, I think we cannot trust him so well like that. Let him go and settle. That
all right,
you can see even the coalition that is about to take place.
Thank you
they
very
are not
much.
even trusting him to lead.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right, gentlemen. An opposition party cannot be an opposition to itself. Okay? Now, journalists on this table, if you are to advise, what should be the way forward for the Labour Party, to get their acts right for 2027? If you are to advise, as a journalist.
See, we are reporters, so we are drawing our inference from what we have seen over the years. As we speak, APC has got its internal crisis. But how do they do it? You will see the president having regular meetings, calling these people and telling them, don't worry, you will get this. Oh, you will get this. Oh, you will get this. You need that leadership figure. And if this thing is all about analysis and pontification on TV, trust me, Labour Party crisis is going to get bigger. So I am pushing it back to Peter Obi. That's the force.
Now, when you see Peter Obi, how much of a blame can we apportion?
No, because you don't take side.
His right to fix it.
You don't understand. You don't take side.
Okay, because he took side.
Do you understand? This was somebody who identified with Joe Ajero against this person. So he gave room for, when you treat someone like you don't matter, that person can destroy a lot of things. That's what I'm saying. I'm not missing words. If you want me to talk about solution, I'm telling you now.
Okay.
It needs to call them together. There must be a rallying point. That's the crisis PDP is having. Since PDP lost power, there is no rallying point. You will see a presidential candidate who will leave after election and go and stay somewhere. He finds it difficult to do meetings. You need to meet. Meeting is key. When I see you regularly, our differences will reduce significantly. You don't just call me when it's time for election. Now people are doing a build-up. You are reacting on every issue. On what platform? Do you understand? That's one of the excuses that the party told me gave when he said he's forming a shadow government. That there are no opposition parties who are calling government. So we need to create a kind of opposition, even though I like the fact that DSS was
we also have Yakub calling in from Lagos. Yakub, let's talk. Hello, Yakub, are you there? Okay. All right, I guess network issues. But talk to me. I mean, is Labour Party solution as a journalist? What would you advise?
As a Nigerian, actually, I like the idea of a third party, that we have options. But I think Labour has failed in that regard. They are supposed to be the breath of fresh air after the level of the dichotomy that we saw with APC
and PDP.
But they, even today, the list for the local government chairman in Lagos that the party won is not up to half that they can present. How can a party
who won highest vote in presidential
election in Lagos cannot garner enough members to contest at the...
Is Labour Party a victim of its own success here?
I think they overachieve.
Okay, just hold that thought. Just in Yakub, thank you so much for calling in. Yakub, are you still there?
Yeah. I'm there. All
right, go ahead real quick. Our time is fast spent.
Yeah, I just want to tell you that Obi is not a leader. It shows that Obi cannot rule Nigeria if he cannot settle the crisis in labor. I told my niece the last election, he said he's going to vote for Obi. I said, we are going to lose your vote. That a leader is supposed to show an example.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Just round off your thoughts, okay, so that we can round up.
Yeah, the solution is very simple. Let there be a figure in Labour who they can converge
stabilizing point.
Yeah. If Obi cannot do it, let Oti
do it.
But Oti himself is partial. And that's why the crisis is. If Oti has remained aloof from the crisis, it will have been the rallying point for all the factions to come together. Because he's the highest ranking elected official of the party.
As a governor.
Obi has shown that he's a gentleman who enjoys politics but who cannot play politics.
Okay. All right then. Well, anyway, it's a fine place for us to have, to end the